Hey guys, we're here. But guess what? I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hit this button again. I didn't realize this because it was jazz music and it's kind of like gets you in the mood kind of deal.
Cool jazz.
Yeah. Okay, so do we have, before we get into the accessory part, does anybody have any updates or anything that they want to discuss? So Bob has something he wants to talk. So we're going to go to Bob.
Well, after lots of discussion and a lot of talk and our own financial situation, we are going to postpone or cancel at the moment the Old Farts drone cruise. We unfortunately did not get a lot of reaction. We got some. We got, some people were very excited about going, but there just wasn't enough reaction and enough people willing to put in their deposits. So, and I have to tell you, I've had some conversations with some of the people that were definitely on board, and they said, with the economy seems to be shifting here, and everything's pretty uncertain. What's happening in 6, 7, 8 months from now, we're going to hold off. And I think that's been the attitude from the majority of the people. So as of today, the Old Farts drone cruise is no longer an active activity.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I totally understand your logic because, like I was discussing with you before we went live, I'm in a situation now to where my wife and I we can't go to concerts together. We literally have to take our entire house when we go visit our kids and grandkids. Literally, it's a car full. But anyway,
yeah.
So that and then like my wife and I used to go get. I don't know, guys. We're gonna get into drone talk in a second, but Rocky the Squirrel took over at the beginning of the show tonight. My wife and I normally go get manicures and pedicures together. I was telling you about that because I kind of enjoy it. But now we don't even have someone that can watch after our daughter, so we can't do that. So I'm not going to go do that anymore. She's going to go do that. So I'll just stay here with her and deal with it. But I really wanted to go to. We don't even know my wife hasn't been home in like 15 years. We don't even know for sure if we're going to be able to go next year because we don't have anybody to work. So, or I may have to stay here, which is even suckier because I've never been. So anyway, okay, I'm going to say hi real quick to everybody. I'm going to roll way back up here. Drone Shots came in the house early. Old Farts with Drone was here, of course. JC Flying, Wayne B, Bill Hooper Outdoors, Flying Flynn Media, Leonard Oglesby, Eric Kimbrell, Charles Galuski is also in the house. Keep going. Let me see. Northside Hawk. Dom's in the house. Good to have you here, Dom. JC Flying, I already mentioned you. Drone and New Visuals. Good evening, sir. Glad to have you in the house. Mark R. White, glad to see you. Oh, morning all. Hey, what's up? Morning there. How are you doing? Artco Drone Solutions, good to see you. Lloyd, Grumpy Vlogger in the house also. Glad to have you here. And was there something else you wanted to add, Bob?
No.
Okay. Just checking to make sure. Chris, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Just a quick FYI, my Phantom 4 Pro replacement will be here Monday.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, good.
Sweet. Oh, and it's something else. Here's something else. I'm going to say this right here on the show. This gentleman, right down here, is very close to 1,000 subscribers. He should have been there a hell of a long time ago. So you need to drag your friends and neighbors and brothers and uncles and nephews and cousins and 10, 15 times removed from your present family and send them over to Chris Hope's channel and get them to sign up. Because seriously, the last video talking about how Santa Claus turned into the Texas Fair
Big
guide, Big Tex, that was so cool, man. And the history lesson and everything. You know what? And listening to you talk, it really made me want to get you to do a voiceover for drone therapy.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Send it to me. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey, Susan, glad to have you here, sir. So, everybody's got, as you can see, Ron's got a bunch of accessories up. Bob's got a bunch of accessories up. Something I wanted to talk about, I could talk about it later, but Bob's still here. And I want to talk about it. I know Chuck's not here. He's working. He's going to be busy. So what I'm curious about is, what do you all think of the Mavic 3 Classic being priced at, we're going to say $13.99, which is what, $100 above what the Air 2S was?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so basically, because there's $100 difference, we're saying that it's not a replacement? Is that what the... Because I'm trying to figure out how they're going to squirrel an Air 2S in there with anything that anybody's going to want at any reasonable price.
You mean,
anyway,
you mean the Air 3?
Yeah, the Air 3, whatever it is, yeah. So, I mean, even with the 1-inch wide angle that flips, you know, it's all good. It's all good. We went squirrel for a little bit, and then I rolled it back in. But let's see, what's Leonard say? I believe the Mavic 3 is that's what I'm wondering. But another thing, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, and I can't be the only one. Chuck said it was okay that we paid, what was it, $2,200 out of the gate, because it was new. But now it's a year old. They're coming out with the Classic. So it's cool that DJI is basically telling us that zoom lens was a $700 apparatus. So I'm like, what? I'm like, come on now. I'm like, if I'd have known this, I'd have never. I'm gonna be straight up. How many Mavic 3 owners out there now would trade it back in for a Classic and say, give me my $700 back?
Pocket the $700.
Exactly. How many would do that? If that's because everybody's like,
I'm never going to do that.
Oh, of course they won't. They bent us over already.
Your money already.
They bent us over already. But I'm sitting here thinking, you know, what the hell, man? I was like, so you're basically telling us that it costs, you know, or it's supposed to cost us around $700. I'm like, I just don't get it, because unless there are a few changes in this drone. So I understand a few minor changes, like it's got the Mini 3 Pro GPS system, so it won't have the issues that the original one did. Okay. There's some kind of internal clip in the battery compartment now that, you know, will, you know how sometimes they would like discharge the battery if it wasn't connected right. So that's in there to kind of lock it in place more now. Where did I read something about that? Oh, did you all see the thing I posted in Coast to Coast Drones earlier about the drone gun?
No, missed it.
Oh, it was on, hang on, it was on drone. I think it was on drone. Might have been DJ. Let me see.
I've been busy day. I haven't been online much, but.
Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's not like that. It's called D-Drone. Hang on. It was on drone D-Drone. It's on drone DJ. Let me get this up and I will share it with you guys. I was like, because one of my friends that lives here in Washington was like, they need to have remote ID on that damn thing. So I was like, where in the hell is it now? Oh, present. Oh, present. Share screen. Oh, Chrome tab. There it is. And it's called, like I said, D-Drone. Let me scroll down for you guys.
Handheld counter UAV.
Yeah, handheld counter UAV D-Drone Defender unveiled. And it's like a handheld gun that you can point at a drone. It says, see, here we go. It says, Detection and mitigation specialist Dedrone has unveiled, and this is a Virginia company, my home state, has unveiled its new handheld Dedrone Defender solution for effectively jamming invasive craft in urban environments. So, okay, so
Now, Bill, what will it exactly do? Will it make your drone fall out of the air, or what will it do?
it seems to me you're going to get like a flyaway. Because it's saying that it's okay. We're going to read a little bit further. It's saying offering clients a small, lightweight platform, ensuring targeted precision radio frequency jamming of unauthorized, dangerous, or otherwise potentially troublesome drones. So you're going to be, and all it's just going to go. It's just going to fly away, man. That's what I'm getting. What do you all think? Is that what y'all get out of it?
Because if it would jam the signal and start to fly away, once it got beyond the range of that,
is it going to return home?
Back to normal, return to home?
Or is it going to convince? That's kind of weird. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does disable it. I'm going to read a little bit further. Does so interferes with the to do so it interfaces with the Dedrone. Where's the one I'm trying to see here? Oh, including it just breaks communication links. So yeah, all that's going to happen is it's going to make it return home. So okay, that's not too bad actually. That's kind of cool if you think about it.
It can be dangerous otherwise. Just think, if you're flying a drone and say you're flying a drone legally and somebody used a D gun on you and the drone falls out of the air and hits property, a car or something like that, it's not really your fault.
No,
but what happens if it's like a drone that doesn't have really good return home?
What if it's you mean a Phoebe or a Hubson or something?
Or a sea fly.
A sea fly.
A sea fly. A sea fly. Because
are bugs or $100 toy drone, yeah.
Nobody will claim a sleep fly, so you don't have to worry about that one.
Well, actually, there was a guy that posted some stuff in Drone Nation about it. Okay. I was talking about it. Let's go ahead and get with the accessories. And I made a list, and anybody else that's in the chat, everybody, let me make sure who else got links. Does everybody have badges so that they can post links? Okay, we got a shitload of people in here. Everybody's talking. Well, we're really talking. Damn, y'all are just rolling, ain't you? Okay, so anyway, what I want to do, we're going to talk about what you all think are good accessories. And if you've ever tested any super shitty accessories, then tell us what they are and put the link in here so that other people don't buy them. I would rather have the opinion of a drone pilot or somebody who's bought something than just a couple of readable reviews on Amazon or something like that. Right. Okay, I came up with
it may even be a paid review on Amazon, Bill.
Yeah, that's true. Hubson, wait a minute. Hubson is going to fall. Hell, they fall without the jammer.
They don't even need the jammer.
Oh, wait a minute. If I survive my cruise next week, I'd be interested in Drones Alaska. Would be a dream cruise. See, that's the thing is everybody. It's like me. I can't commit now. I couldn't commit now. That's what sucks. And I understand your dilemma, Bob. Okay, so extendable legs, a portable charger. We've seen all the bigger channels, Billy, on them, about portable charger props. We know about master air screw, different kind of props, tablet holder, monitor hood / sunshade. Everybody loves having their own custom sticks, wide angle lens, landing pad, strobe lights. Micro SD cards. Can never have enough micro SD cards, especially since the region got flooded recently. Okay, the Bob kind of went when I said this one. Lens cleaning pen or lens cleaning, some kind of way to clean your lens. Anemometer was something else we talked about right before we went live. Prop guards. Everybody pretty much tosses them in the trash. Something I saw when I actually Googled drone accessories, it was called Drone Flight Zone Tape. And Bob, who's going to test drive something here after a while, drop systems. And so if y'all have any more ideas of, like, say, hey, Eric loves a mini lens pen. Lens cloth, clean the camera lens. Yeah, lens pens are a must. Okay, so I didn't feel so weird. But no, I totally get how some people in the field, especially like in Vegas where it's dusty a lot, it's going to be damn near impossible to keep it clean all the time. You're going to end up scratching the shit out of it. So, in the long run, I guess it would just be better to just go, lanyard. Hey, there we go. Lanyard. I didn't think about lanyards. There's another. Some people don't fly with lanyards. Some people do. Okay, so that's kind of the list that I came up with. So, and now who wants to go first with their, okay, and there's Bob with his strap system for his controller. And you, Bob, did you buy the love handles?
Well, actually, they were a gift. But
They were,
yes.
the love handles were a gift?
Yes.
Ooh, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
my current controller there. The stick protectors are the things that, I saw this stick protector online. I went onto the Mini 3 Pro group, Jasper, whatever group there.
There's a
and
good one.
I posted a picture of it. And within an hour, a guy was printing it for me.
Oh, wow.
I mean, and all he wanted, he said, it's going to cost me $9 to send this to you. And that's all he wanted. I sent him $25.
Yeah,
and,
I totally get you.
And he sent me 2 of them.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Kind of thing. So I was very, very happy about that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got, I forgot to mention filters and cases / backpacks.
Yeah.
Okay, here's JC's favorites. He's going freewheel filters for all his drone, landing gear on all, take off. I need to get a new landing pad. I want to get one of the square ones. What do you all think? Strobes are last. I do a lot. I want to get some strobes because I want to do some night flying. Yeah, Dom's saying, kitchen sink. Yeah, I like that one. Hey, what's up, Herman? So, okay, Ron, do you want to go over Start RC since you got it all lined up there for us?
Okay, Bill, thank you. Yeah, Start RC, I started buying their products on Amazon. They make a lot of the drone accessories like you see, like, PGY Tech and a lot of the more name companies make them. They make kind of cheaper versions of them that they sell on Amazon.com. So if you probably remember, you get two-day free shipping. So it's really cheap or whatever. And they make a kind of a little bit of everything. I mean, they even make, ND filters now for, this is for the Mini 3 Pro. And, of course, you still get your free wells here. And, camera straps we just mentioned. I mean, I don't have the landing pads here, but they make landing pads. Here's Skyread. They make ND filters. This is for Mini 3 also. And the Start RC guys, I started reviewing their products, buying and reviewing them themselves. They saw me doing it, so they just started sending me stuff free. I mean, I'm not, don't pay me. I'm not sponsored, but they ship me everything now, so I don't really buy their stuff anymore. And I don't really consider what I do as reviews on these things. I just do unboxings. I show the product and how it's used, if you have to attach or anything like that. I mean, I don't compare them to anybody else's products. I don't say they're better than anybody else's products. I do say they're cheaper in most cases. But I've used a lot of their products, and I've never had one like fail on me. And a lot of things like this is like the lens cover for the Mini 3 now. I mean, like, I don't know how much a lens cover could fail on you, whatever. I mean, I guess it could crack or something like that. But most of these products, it's not a whole lot that could go wrong with them. Propeller straps, I mean, they're not high, wear products. Here's a, sunshade for the RC Pro. So, I mean, my favorite accessories are, I'm not a hand catcher or I like a landing pad. Number one, I like a camera strap if it's a heavy controller, like a smart controller. I don't really mind like a lightweight controller, just holding it in.
Do you like studs on your camera straps?
Pardon?
I said, do you like studs on your camera straps?
Well, I'm not that picky.
Okay.
Somebody mentioned a strobe light. Got a Start RC strobe light here. So I mean, Lume Cube is kind of a name in lights, but these lights I'm not saying as good as Lume Cube, but they work. That's for sure. And here's a
Yeah, he's talking about
a protective thing for your screen there.
Yep,
For
screen
the
protector.
Pro. And they have CRC makes hard cases also, and like you can see, they even tell you what drone it's for in the thing there. This is hard shell for the Mini 3 Pro. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm happy with all their products, and I know I don't pay for most of them, but I'd buy a lot of these products anyways if they didn't send them because they're affordable. They work well. I'm not saying they're better than the bigger name brands or whatever, but again, some of the stuff, how good does some of the stuff have to be? So,
a minute ago I was posting like where he was talking about how he buys from Original Dobo, and I do know that a lot of people swear by the love handles and like the rib thing that you put on the drones. So, there's a lot of cool stuff out there. There's a lot like Bob was talking about earlier. He simply showed that guy a picture and he printed it like that. Yeah. So, and all he charged him, he wanted shipping for it, and that was it. Which was super cool. But of course, Bob was like, "Whoa, dude, you went above and beyond here." I mean, that's one thing about the FPV community. It's not so much in the camera drone community because they're just now starting to really get heavy duty into printing. But it seems like the minute the camera guys get into printing, they go FPV. Have y'all ever noticed that? It's like I'm going to print a couple of things for adapters so that my tablet's better, and then the next thing you know, I'm doing FPV now. I sold my camera drone. And I'm like, hey, Johnny's here. Hey, everybody tell Johnny to feel better, because he's a little under the weather right now. We want to tell him to feel better and all kinds of cool stuff like that.
Get well soon, Johnny. Johnny's got a bad
well, Johnny.
Cold, so.
Yes. I hope you didn't have.
Oh, let me. Okay, Ron. Let me take it back off of Ron. So I'll get to talk a little bit. And I was talking to. It was really cool.
And what is it? Before we get off Johnny also reviews and gets a lot of Starter RC products too. So if I don't have something, go over to Johnny's channel. He probably
and Johnny was going to be on tonight, but he was very, very sick, and he was like, "Dude, I'm not even doing my show tonight. I'm not sure I can make yours." I was like, "Dude, feel better. We'll do it. We can do it another time."
Yeah.
But something cool that we all know. This is a different kind of drone. Y'all have seen me. This is an older drone. It's the Bugs Mini 3. There's no Pro. And I had talked to, remember how I was telling y'all, I was like, "Oh man, I don't even know if you can still get these batteries." And so I went looking on AliExpress, and I was like, "Are you telling me that they're new?" And they're actually from over there, from the plant and everything. They weren't supposed to be here until November 26th. But as we know, batteries are a needed accessory for your drone. So I've got 2 of these now that came today. So I have a total of 3 for it. And I got these 2 of them for, I think it was $12.50 each.
Wow.
And then they're also sending me the
Pretty cheap for a battery.
Yeah, exactly. But this little drone is what, 3 years old, Ron?
Probably maybe 4 years old. And,
yeah.
It may be a cheap battery, Bob, but you put the battery in that thing, it takes off like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's a vicious little drone. Okay, and you remember, Ron, when they had the 5.8 gigahertz camera accessory that came with it from Bugs, that you could unplug the light.
I did the mod, Bill. I did the mod. Yeah.
Well, they're selling it to me for $8. The actual MJX camera.
Oh wow.
So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Very cool. Let's see. Where are we at here? Okay, so go ahead. Who was going to say something? I did something?
I was going to say, I'll show you what I got. I mean, since I do have to split here in about 15 minutes. Here.
Right, hit it.
So I'm with Ron. I have to tell you, I just got this today. It just arrived about an hour before we started here. It's a Start RC. Mm-hmm. It's the drop system for an Air 2S, for an Air 2 or an Air 2S. I haven't even put it on yet, but so I don't know. But I have a client that approached me, and what he wants to do, and believe me, I have no clue what this purpose is, but he has voice recorders that are about the size of a jump drive, a flash drive, where it's an audio voice recorder. And what he wants to do is for me to take it out, take the drone up 400 feet, and drop this voice recorder from 400 feet to the ground, and play back that audio and analyze that audio. I have no idea why he wants to do that, but anyway, he's wanting to pay me to do that, and so that's why I bought this. And it happened to, I didn't even pay attention to what brand it was, and it was the Start RC. So I was surprised. I also
Warren wants to know, how much will it carry? How many grams will it carry?
Says 500.
Oh,
I have the whole drone is 595 grams. So I have no idea how much this can really pick up, but I'm not planning on picking anything too heavy up.
Wow, that's crazy. I was just reading where he's talking about the extra tax and shipping charges to get things.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
So this is a Start RC gimbal cover here for the Mini
right
3.
Is the box here?
Yeah, I mean, I saw Ron's review of this or whatever, and I just ordered it because I like that idea. I mean, I still have the the original, but I have to tell you, this goes on excessively faster, and I feel a little more secure having this drone in my backpack, and then.
And it still fits in all my cases, even with that thing on.
Yeah. This is a Skyreach prop holder.
Yeah.
And I like that idea of all the props being covered there. And so that's, I really like that idea there. And then I've already showed you my, the love handles, whether, I'm not going to talk about the person, but my idea here is that if I wear this, okay, I can keep the controller level, and I can have my two hands to do something else with. Okay, if I need to grab something, move something, whatever, I like being able to completely have my hands available. So that's why for every drone I own, I have a lanyard on of some sort or another. And the other one is a MAV mount, and I'm using their lanyard system on the Air 2S and the RCN1 there. So that's what I've been, what I found worthwhile having. I have, filters. I sure wish Polar Pro would get a variable filter for the Mini 3, but I have all the Polar Pro variables for the Air 2S. So
which one, Mike? Which one?
What's that?
He's one of the things that somebody showed. He said would be great for work at prison.
The drop system.
Oh,
because they drop drugs into the prison.
So you can drop,
yeah.
Marijuana and cell phones into the yard.
Okay, I got you. No, I was slow. Sorry, I did slow. Okay, now here's something. Oh, wait a minute. Let me bring Bob back in. He's getting ready to. Here's the thing. I don't understand what the problem is because I just do this. It goes in and then.
I would have had it half the time.
That's how long it took you to snap that one on. But I just do it backwards from the way I put it on, and I never have any issues with it.
Bill, but when I'm putting that on, I want that camera to be like lined up perfectly, and I keep trying to. You may be better at it, but I'm not. I fiddle with that for minutes sometimes, trying to get that all lined up.
Yes.
Oh, Ray's telling everybody
the camera
hi.
slightly forward and slightly up and then bring that thing down. And
but if you look, see, guys, there's a gap there. It don't make a difference. See, gap, big gap, huge gap. It can go all over the place. It won't matter.
It doesn't matter where the gimbal is in this thing. It completely covers it no matter what direction it's pointing.
Oh, yeah. Something tells me that would be a lot, like if it slipped out of your hands, it wouldn't protect the sensors on this. So it would probably damage the sensors and crack this.
And
whereas that would protect everything.
An idea of price bill. This thing is like, I think, $11. So
$11.85 or something.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Will it still? Well, see, the thing about it is I got a GPC case.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I buy it, if it'll still fit in the phone properly,
or
will I have to cut the shit out of it?
It does fit my hard case and my soft case both with that cover on.
It's extremely tiny as far as
okay,
how much space it
almost
adds.
looks like it's printed.
It does.
No idea.
Yeah, it does.
Or it could be printed. Hey, can somebody out there constructive?
If they make a large amount of them, it'd probably be cheaper to run off of the factory than 3D print them.
No, injection molding. You know, if they're printing 1,000, 10,000 at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he talking about? Will it hold?
Easier. One of my previous clients was a poker chip manufacturer.
Oh, so I don't want you to give it away. I want you to give it to me.
I know about injection molding.
We can do that. No. I don't want to do that. I tell you what, Johnny. I'll take you up on that offer, but let's do it when you're better, so that you can be on the show. And that I would much rather do it that way, you know. So, and you can tell your Start RC guy to watch the channel that night, maybe. You know, but I do what I am going to give away tonight is we do have another sticker pack that we're going to give away. Bob's getting ready to leave in a little bit, but I wanted to say that it has the usual, the standard coast to coast drones with the original sticker, the window sticker, the metallic sticker, and
holographic,
the magnet with an old farts with drone sticker. So those will be up for grabs a little bit later in the show. So just to let you know that that's there, and that Bob has. I've got like 4 or 5 more from Bob to give away also. So. I'm not the reason I don't tell you guys when I'm going to give away stickers or something like that. I don't want to feel like I don't want to feel like I'm baiting you all. You know, like I'm going, hey, I'm giving away shit just for you to show up and watch me for an hour. I feel bad about that. You know, I don't want to. So, Chris,
we'll give it away at 55 minutes. No problem. You know.
Chris, so. What are your accessories that you like to use? Do you use filters and lanyards, and what all do you think is important?
I use newer NEW filters. That's my go-to filter. And I still fly the Phantom, so I'm not up with the Mavic guys, but this is for to hold my iPad.
Oh, very cool.
Oh yeah, extends the clamp
reach.
out.
Yeah.
That mechanical shutter that we all envy so much, and I wish.
Chris, I've used newer fillers also. So
great.
Hey, does anybody out there want to trade a Phantom 4 version 2 for a Skydio 2 with extra batteries and filters?
Bill's still trying to give away that Skydio, that's for sure.
It's a great drone. The thing that kills me is I love colors. Don't get me wrong. I love colors because I tend to put colors on my stuff. But I don't, the way Skydio does it, it's just, and there's not really a log profile, and it's way too rich for me out of the drone. You know, it's the greens and the oranges are just way too saturated for me. I feel
it is.
Yeah,
it's tracking still. Look at Barley.
You need to talk to Johnny, Bill.
Johnny
Drumflyer. His brother-in-law got a Pro V2. He might do something
Oh yeah. Johnny he does have his brother-in-law is trying to get rid of
Barkley's offering you $50 here.
Yeah,
you
that's what I
know?
said. That's why I coughed. I coughed on my Pepsi Nitro.
But I don't use a lot of accessories, Bill. I don't have a landing pad. I catch my drone.
I used to do that with my Phantom all the time, but I don't know, something about that big Mavic coming down and the blades just a winging. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this or not, man.
That's totally different. I get it. Because the Mavic Mini is just as you gotta just almost close your eyes to catch it.
Right.
But nothing too bad. I made a homemade drop system I was telling you about a while ago.
I'm wearing pop bottles now.
I rigged up a deal where I could hook my line in my downriver clip.
Somebody wants an old fart's hat there. We can do that. $100 and an old fart hat. The hell's that all about?
I don't know. I guess that they're saying that I have to, that they're going to give it. What I don't. Oh, maybe what? I don't understand. Yeah,
they're bidding on the Skydio. It's up to $55 now.
But now Mr. J's JRC's is saying Bill 100 and an old farts with drone hat. So did you buy a hat from Bob? Wait a minute, Bob. You want Bill to
They're
give you
$25.
Oh, y'all gonna beat me up? Oh, Lloyd's up to 60. Lloyd's up to 60.
Okay.
That's I hate to tell y'all this, but that'll get you a flight. I'll let you fly. You gotta sign that insurance form before you take off, though.
They don't build because the Skydio won't crash.
Tell that to Ken Herron. Tell that to Billy Kyle. So, and the thing about it is, if you crash this Skydio, well, I take that back. The thing it was, remember when it bricked on me? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent it back, and they sent me a whole brand new Skydio. So technically, this Skydio 2 is only about a year old, and it's only got like 4 flights on it.
Low mileage.
And I got 2 batteries. I got the charger, extra props, filters, all the beacon, the controller. I mean, a bunch of stuff for it. And I was wanting to trade it either for an OG FPV or a
Avata.
Well, no, nobody's gonna trade me an Avata for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think I want an Avata right now, to be honest with you. I'm not as so much. I will trade for the FPV because I got a feeling that I could probably sell it for enough with the goggles and stuff, with people needing things, to where I could upgrade to the Avata with minimal price.
Right.
So, but the thing about it is the Skydio, it's just.
Oh, wait about 9 months to get the Avata Classic.
When the Skydio
Or an
dies.
SE, an Avata SE. Maybe where they're going to move that SD card slot.
Look at this.
You
My
know?
Skydio flew up and over a garbage truck. When I looked at the screen, it was in the hopper. The driver stopped and let me fly it back out. Ooh, that's freaky though, man. Don't get an Avata. I don't want an Avata. I was wanting an OG. Oh, okay. Lloyd's up to 65 now.
Well, Charles is up to 10,000.
Wait a minute, Charles. What? You mean
Quattrolus.
The G-Man? The G-Man is up to 10,000. Here we go.
Quattrolus.
Oh, Quattlus.
Quattrolus.
No, it's Quattlus.
Yeah.
He's talking like Trek money. Isn't it Quattlus? What is it? Quirk? What nationality is Quirk? Quark is his name. Quattlus. Isn't that like? Oh shucks, I can't remember what their race
I don't know,
is.
but Bob and I used to do page creation on Quark in the old days.
Yeah. Quark Express was my home base.
Look at this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we're eating on the ferry, dude. You know what you should be doing? I should send you a link, and you should be living. You should be out there, live and come across. Hey, look, everybody! This is the only way I can talk to you before I can walk the dogs. Hey, what's up? 8 AMD in the house.
Yeah.
I am doing the house.
I did a
Okay,
live
okay.
from a
Now
cruise
this is
ship.
cool. This is cool. Thank you. That was cool. This was a bit much.
Huh.
You know, I did not need. This was cool. Hey, you did not need to put that visual in our heads. Everybody in chat's going, Adrian. Hey, oh, wow. I hope he's. I'm mentally putting a towel in my brain.
He will.
Putting
he will,
a towel in my brain. Okay,
he
got
will
it.
He will carry us to shower with you.
Maybe it's a different type of shower.
He'll take us to the shower with you. Okay, so are there something else since we're kind of out there in left field? Don't let him in the stream. I'm sure he's not dressed. Oh, for sure. Oh no. But Bill, I need to be.
Hey, Uncle Bill,
That was-
hot loads are.
Excellent comeback, my friend. Excellent comeback.
Highlight Uncle Bill's comment about 3 down from Adrian's.
Quatloos were what the aliens were beating on Kirk
The
and the rest of the
aliens were
Empress.
bidding on.
Oh yeah, it was.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Which one?
What was it? It was what was it? Petty John. The chick wearing the silver outfit, right, with the blade, and Cassidy, the big Cassidy that played Lurch.
Uncle Bill knows a lot about Star Trek.
Yeah, but I knew it had to. Remember, I said Trek, but I couldn't remember if it was Quark or if it was Triskelions. There we go.
Arco's saying they were on the original. They was on the
Yeah,
original.
Toss.
Too.
Thralls. She was a thrall. Remember her? Petty John. Wasn't that her name? Her last name was Petty John. Hang on. You
It doesn't
done?
ring a bell for me.
Hello, Rocky. Welcome to the show. Star Trek. Petty
we got
John.
Google. We got to resort to Google search now.
Yes.
Angelique Petty John. Here we go. Bonk, 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 bonk. Come on, give me that picture. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Yep, y'all gonna remember her. No doubt about that. Here we go. Here it comes. Because I was like, I could see her. I couldn't, get all the. Where am I going? I'm going.
So what was the value of 10,000 of them?
Right there. How about that, man? Back in the day. But you all remember that episode though? Because he, as usual, Kirk. As usual. So anyway, all right. Let me go. Okay, enough. Okay. Stop sharing. Okay, we'll kill that. I knew it was Petty John. So that tells you enough. Because
You guys are much more Star Trek geeks than I've ever been. That's for sure.
Well, okay. When you I grew up in a little bitty town in Southwest Virginia, Marion, Virginia. It's like kind of down in the corner, about 45 miles from the Tennessee border. And when I was growing up, you get off the bus, you came home, and you got to watch reruns of the original Batman series with Adam West and Burt Ward. You got to watch. What else did you get to watch? What was the other stuff? Oh, I can't remember. Of course, Brady Bunch and stuff was like that. But we got to watch the early reruns of Star Trek, and I became addicted at a very young age to Star Trek and all the toys and
Tribbles
Bill, I can tell you how old I am. I watched some of the Star Treks when they were brand new.
I did too.
Yeah.
That's
how
the
would
year,
we get? How would we get distracted? Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's the year I was born, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was 9 years old when I first started watching. Maybe that was the last season I started watching them live.
Say that again. Watching what live? I'm sorry. I was looking at what Angel was saying.
I was 9 years old when I first started watching it. That was like the last year they were new.
Are you a Trek geek?
69.
Are you a Trek geek?
I've watched all the original episodes many times over. I've seen all the the movies. I've seen probably every Star Trek Next Generation. But I've fallen off on a lot of the newer shows.
Oh, I can't do that with that shoulder, man. Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta go get another MRI for that shoulder. That hurt like hell.
All right, listen, I'm going to take off, guys.
All right, we'll see
I
you.
appreciate the short time here, but Thank
You
you
were here
all.
almost an hour.
Good night, Bob.
I will
Good night.
see you all. Okay, next week.
Yeah.
For
Yep,
sure.
for sure.
Have a good week.
Okay.
Hey, you can
Good
give us
night.
an update
Thanks,
on how everything went.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. What do you know about the drop system?
Okay. I'm gonna try it out tomorrow, so we'll see. Okay.
Okay. Up,
Take care.
Bye-bye. See you. Have a good one.
Bye, Bill. Bye-bye.
Oh, thanks for the, yeah, there you go. The shoulder reminder. Okay, something else. What about apps for your phone? Like we all use, how many people use UAV forecast? Or like I also use, does anybody else use that Alpenglow?
Yep. You know,
Use
guys
that-
know where the sunrise and sunset is.
Yeah,
Use
yep.
that one.
And then let's see what else.
I use before you fly to know if you can fly, if it, any warnings or anything, flight restrictions.
Yeah, before you fly is not bad anymore.
And I also use Aloft to get my. It's easier for me to get my. It seems for me anyway. It's easier for me to get my clearance.
You have to get your clearance. Yeah. What waivers and so on.
Well, for my 200 feet, I have to get. You know, I have to tell them I'm going to fly 200 feet. You know, I don't. Because Koopy could tell you, man, I was frustrated because I was like begging for people to fly with because for almost 18 months I didn't fly here anyway. I had to go like I think I went like 3 other places in a year and a half and actually flew because our airport didn't have Lance, and they basically told me, just fly. You don't need to keep calling us. Don't fly over 200 feet. But then they passed that rule that said if your airport doesn't have Lance, you can't fly. So I just sat here and waited.
Yeah.
But the cool thing was, as soon as Lance went into effect, it was one of the first airports in the nation to actually get it. Dronecast. Anybody ever heard of Dronecast?
Well, how about JC Flying? He's got a good one there. He's talking about Litchi. Litchi is a third party that lets you fly a lot of DJI drones, and usually the Litchi has more features, including waypoints, better waypoints. You fly an FPV with, what do you call those goggles? Not really FPV goggles, but the goggles you watch stuff on with TV.
A lot of people still use Prism, right? To live stream.
Prism Live, yep, it's so popular. And
Maven.
Maven's another app like Litchi where you could fly a lot of drones that have their SDK kits in public.
Oh, wait. Barkley wants to know why you're hiding, Ron.
Because my face is on every darn show. It doesn't need to be on the 50th show of the week.
Hey, okay, you really want me to be honest, Barkley? The check bounced this week, okay? You made me say it, okay? The check bounced this week. I had to send him what I had in my Facebook account. It was only enough to get the product on.
To get the voice, it was only enough for the voice.
And the product endorsement.
Hey, Brother Bob. Hello. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy? I still got your
Casey,
shirt.
Bob Casey.
I still wear it around town regularly. Oh, I had it.
Uncle Bill helped me. I meant to say VR goggles. Uncle Bill said in the chat for me.
VR goggles. Oh, that's an accessory we want?
What you could do is if you have an app like Litchi, you could put your phone inside a pair of VR goggles and fly FPV.
What's the name of the new app, Ron, that is at iOS that will tell everybody that's using remote ID where the hell your drone is?
Well, I said drone tag by Nate, but my friend Richard said I got the name wrong. It's called something else. It's not drone tag. It's something similar to drone. Drone tag's the name of the company, not the app. That makes it.
Oops, sorry.
Drone tag is the name of the app.
I thought that I was correct. I was told that was the name of the company, so I was correct. That is the name of the app.
We downloaded it the other night, Ron, but I never had fooled with it.
I wasn't able to download because I couldn't. I didn't know my
Holy
password to
shit!
download it.
What's up, dude? Oh, you're in the ride. Hey, what's up, man?
If I get out, you guys might hear a lot of wind, so I figure.
Oh no, that's all good. So he's in the bay, coming back across to the city now. After being in Miami for like 4 or 5 days.
I was in
Orlando
for 5 days. Yeah.
Orlando for 5 days.
How was the weather down there, Angel?
It was great. It was 86 in the day, 68 to 72 at night.
Oh,
Perfect.
wow.
Perfect. And the only thing is that I come back to the Puget Sound and I see we got some wildfire smoke, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to ever really want to go away anymore.
No rain in the forecast for a little while. So
No, well, that's the thing about it is it's nowhere near as bad as it normally is, and I hate to say that any burn is good, but overall, compared to what it's been like in previous summers, this is very light to what we normally get. So, okay, since we got you here really quick, what are your favorite accessories for drones?
definitely the ND filters is a must-have, and I've tried a bunch of different things. The master air screw propellers have been quite nice. I have had my son had the tablet, so we bought the tablet holder. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of probably like a lot of you watched the YouTube videos and say, "Oh, that looks cool," or "That looks cool." I've seen, so I'm always down to try and,
Super cool. Do you see what Barkley said? But something I thought about with Bob. I thought Bob would be really good for a new beer. We need to have Bob could just hold it in his hand and stare into the camera. Drink this beer. Yeah. And I think it would sell. Oh, okay. And since we're here and I'm just scatterwalling, I was thinking of making like you can see I'm wearing. I'm gonna try to put a link in and beg people to buy my propaganda here. My propaganda here in a little bit, but. I was thinking of designing or getting help designing like a holiday or a seasonal T-shirt, like a drone. It's too late for Halloween. I farted around and had the idea in my head, and it's too late for Halloween because nobody's going to wear it for like 2 times and put it back in a damn closet. But I could come up with either a Thanksgiving or a Christmas. Probably better to do a Christmas one. You get more wear out of it because, of course, some people would just say to hell with it and wear it all year round. But I'm just curious what you all think of the idea, or does basically everybody think my merch sucks and I need to redesign it? Which is cool. I can understand that. I'll be like myself. I always buy my own shit anyway. But since I'm saying that, what do y'all think? Anybody speak? I sound like an idiot.
Holiday.
Yeah,
But should it be Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Thanksgiving. Are you gonna have seasonal colors on the merchandise?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I was asking
definitely
questions.
Christmas, Bill, because Thanksgiving is the holiday that just. I mean, it's like a blip. It's here and it's gone.
Right, but could you imagine having a turkey with the drone therapy symbol next to him? That would be kind of cool. But yes, I totally see your point. I get that. Here we go.
Hey, maybe you could work big text on the shirt somehow when he used to be a Santa Claus.
But wouldn't that be infringement?
There's
He's
a
no
bunch of Santa
longer
Claus.
Santa Claus, so that probably has statute of limitations probably run out on. How
That's
long
cool.
ago was he Santa Claus, Chris?
Let's do
That-
this.
1949.
Nobody.
Wow.
That's long past.
But that was when he was Santa Claus. So you just say use the Santa Claus emblem or pictures?
Use it when he was Santa Claus.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to... Oh, shit, where's my stuff? Oh, no, they quit selling it. They took it away. Oh, see? Look, now this is the stuff I designed for season 7, right?
Wow.
See, we got it. We got a coffee mug.
Boxer shorts.
Okay, my internet apparently is
I like
slow.
the green there.
We have a
Green is
green.
nice touch.
We
Nice
have a
touch.
viv.
I like
We have
the
a
aqua
vivid.
blue, too.
Yes, we have, and the black's pretty sharp too. It kind of glows pretty
good.
good there. The white one, John Coopy always would say, "Why do you never make white mugs?" So I was like, "Okay." So I started making white mugs.
White's
And then-
traditional.
And then the very last one is a pastel blue.
That doesn't look much different from the other blue.
It's a little darker.
No, it's
See,
a little lighter. You're right.
One's
See,
lighter.
you can
Yeah,
see the
one's a little
difference
Are
lighter.
you a
there.
pastel man, Bill?
Well, the wife said the color looked good. So
Okay.
because I'm trying to do anything and everything I can do to get them to appeal
I
to
haven't
people.
worn pastel since Miami Vice got
I
canceled.
noticed because is anybody in the chat saying, "Will you post a link for this fantastic wear?" No. So nobody's saying jack, man. Okay, I guess
Post
that's
that
telling me.
link, Bill. Post the link.
Oh, thank you, Angel. What the hell happened? What did I do? I think it faded on me. View store. Okay.
Get that link posted.
Well, I'm trying to, but apparently my computer's like, no, we don't want you trying to sell a damn thing. Don't do it at all.
Get that link
So,
posted.
Andrew says have it out for Christmas at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, I want to do it very soon. Okay, so let me go back down here. Can I get back? Well, okay, so, but what you saw, Ron, those are like jersey shorts, like gym shorts. And then the other ones down here at the bottom, let me share the whole screen and I'll just explain what they are. And somebody could say,
Could always use some extra gym shorts.
it was like throwing stuff at me and said, here, make this. And I was like, okay, sure. Okay, you can see, okay, this, I showed you the coffee mug. These are like you know, some men
Black
sleep.
gym shorts.
Yeah, gym
Black
shorts sometimes, or sleep shorts. Either way, you can do that. Here's a t-shirt, $22.99. This is on the actual back of the t-shirt. The front has a smaller version of the logo just over your heart. This is an actual welcome mat of various colors. So you can stick it out in front of your door and have a welcome mat. So you be like, fuck Bill, and just wipe your feet all over it, you know. And then down here, these are actual... These are actual swim trunks, man, so that you could actually, you have the drone therapy logo right there on the leg. But now I will go over here and I will highlight the t-shirt. I will show you the front. See, you got the small logo just over your heart here, and then the back with the new season 5 revamped logo, and you know, so, and it's good. We got sizes all the way up to, in this version, up to 3XL. And I've got a couple. If you need be, if you just let me know you want a bigger size, then I can make another t-shirt that looks exactly like this that will include them. That might be just a tiny bit more expensive.
And we'll autograph the t-shirts for only $5 more.
I like it. I mean, Ron, I don't know how you plan on doing that, but that sounds like a good.
Yeah, it sounds like. Yeah, we'll get Ron Brown to sign your drone therapy t-shirt. And then it'll be worth 10 times as much.
He is famous. He's famous.
Well, the thing about he's on some of the biggest shows, some of the biggest drone shows on the internet right now. So like
I know him. I know him.
Yeah. That's Ron Brown. Did I see you online with Ron Brown? Yes, and I have his autograph too.
On my shirt. I never watched his shirt. We'll have to have it like kind of it'll have to be engraved so they can wash it.
Wait, I like it even better. He says, I've never washed this shirt. A year later, he takes a picture of the shirt and it's actually standing in the corner.
Yeah.
He's like, this is what it's like when I wear it now. I tell all my friends, hey, how you doing? Okay, it was just me then. I get it.
Yeah.
It was just me.
Squirrel movement again, folks. Squirrel movement.
It was okay, here we go.
You have a t-shirt with a squirrel in it?
Here's the thing. Too many people are confused. It just got misassociated with the medical field. The Cadius is not a medical representation. It's like the original meaning was the speakers of the written word. You remember back in the day when you would have a guy that would show up in the communities that didn't have a whole lot, and he would like read a newspaper to everybody and they would pay him? That's what those people were, and that's what it's like. You couldn't always believe them, so that's why I had the snake. So it was like they were sometimes a little shady, you know.
Hey, Grumpy, Lloyd says
okay.
with that symbol, people may think you're a patient at a rehab clinic.
All righty. Chris has got to do some things tomorrow, and I'm going to let him have the floor for a moment so he can tell everybody good evening.
Thank you.
All right, Chris.
Thanks for having me as always, Bill. Appreciate it. It's always cool to see the different accessories and the different ways people use them, because there's only 500 million ways to do it. But yeah, I got early morning in the morning. I got a well we're going to test early in the morning, so I need to get up pretty early and get to work. So,
well, thank you very much, Chris. That's fantastic. Appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the shout out too earlier on my channel. I appreciate it very much.
You ain't seen nothing yet. You wait. I'm going to wait because my wife's got some things to do tomorrow morning. So hellfire, I figured I'd just sit up here and say, the Chris Hope Marathon. And at least for maybe 30, 45 minutes, I'm just going to show videos. I'm going to try.
Appreciate
But you
it,
know
man.
how I am. I always say I'm going to do shit, but at least I mentioned it tonight, so that's cool.
You go squirrel pretty quick.
Yes, I surely do. Well, shit happens here at the house that makes me go squirrel, so that's what happens. All right,
Y'all
have a good
take
one.
care. Good night,
Bye-bye.
Andrew. Good night,
Good
Ray.
night, Chris.
See you,
Good
Chris.
night, everybody.
Hot damn, y'all see the check finally went through.
Well, I sold enough Start RC products now to pay the bill tonight.
Oh, you get off the boat in 5 minutes? Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah. I'm about to. Well, yeah.
I was going to say, he's coming into the city, man. Woohoo.
And you guys are lucky. You can live stream from a ferry boat. I can't even get internet in a ferry boat.
Why? I wonder why. Well, the whole point is it's not very far between islands for us.
No.
It's not far at all.
When I take the ferry, I take it
18
all the way from
minutes
New Jersey to Delaware.
That's a better distance. Yeah.
And it's like even going from what is it? What am I wanting to say? Shit, what's it? Shit.
Oh, you're talking about from like Anacortes up to like Victoria?
Yeah. Oh, but we didn't go to Victoria. We went to Friday Harbor.
Friday, San Juan Island. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is I like it over there. Where we got to stay at was super cool and everything.
It's beautiful out there.
Didn't get to fly as much as I wanted to, but it was okay.
Well, since I got to run shortly because I'm about to get off, I can say that I've flown twice in Orlando. I wanted to fly more, but we were busy doing work stuff. I'll put these videos on YouTube. They were fun.
Get the video up, Angel.
Yeah, they were fun to do. And I didn't bring the Mavic 3 because my bag was tight. Mini 3 footage looks really nice, except from things that are far away. It gets a little grainy.
Right.
Right.
But I'll share that and we can talk more next week. So.
Okay, very cool.
See you, Angel.
All right. Well, thank you all. Have a wonderful
night.
evening.
You and be safe. Get home and get some rest.
Will do. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
are we going to fly this weekend, or you got the kids this weekend?
I got the kids, but we can fly whenever. You just let me know.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, bye. Okay, so Ron, we got a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
I know. What do you think? Like, I want to go back to the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 3 Classic, and how an Air 3 is going to possibly fit in there.
Maybe the Mavic Classic won't last long, and they'll discontinue it before they bring the Air 3 out. Could that be a possibility?
I don't.
Okay, let me back up.
Okay.
What time frame do you think we'll see an Air 3? Will that come in the first half of 2023, the second half? Not at all. Maybe 2024. When do you see an Air 3 arriving?
I tend to agree with the other people that it's a springtime drone.
Okay. It always has been. It always has been. Well, the first one came out in the winter, and the other two came out in like the spring.
But like we were talking earlier, between me and you, right now, if the Mavic 3 Classic comes out with that 4/3, like we're pretty much figuring it is, would you have bought the Mavic 3 that you have now if you knew this presently? I mean, considering the price is what's just such a slap, you know?
I think more pertinent question, Bill, is if the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 3 Classic came out at the same time last year, if you had your choice of buying either one, what would you have done?
Oh, I'd have bought the Classic. I wouldn't have bought the more expensive drone.
Right.
Especially because they would have been telling you then that zoom apparatus is $700. So unless they're going to give us some huge firmware update that really rocks that damn telephoto lens right before they come out with the Classic,
There you go.
there's going to be a lot of livid people. You know, how everybody's always speculating that DJI's, well, they never really open it up all the way until da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But I think DJI had planned to bring out the Classic. I don't think it was like a misnomer or something like that.
And remember, Bill, this isn't this is the first time DJ's done this. Remember the Phantom 3. The very first Phantom 3 was the Phantom 3 Pro, the 4K one with all the bells and whistles. And that came out first. And that was, I don't know what the price was, but it was a lot of money today. And then they eventually whittled down to the Mavic 3 Standard, which was very affordable. But
it was like 2.5.
It's like no 4K Wi-Fi instead of whatever the technology the Phantoms had. Lightbridge, so DJI, and a lot of companies do this. They release their premium product first, and then the lesser models come later. So we've kind of been used to this, Bill.
Well, but like you're saying, they usually will bring out the high end, right? And then they bring out, but I mean, just taking away that telephoto lens is it $700 worth of difference?
Well, remember too, though, when you bring a brand new item out like the Mavic 3, a lot of money's put into the research and development and all that, and so that's all paid for now by the original Mavic 3. All that's been paid for now, so that's why they can build this one cheaper, because all those costs to design it, build it, that's all been paid off now.
Oh, so if we wait, okay, if we go by your theory, I think see if I'm catching on here. Mm-hmm. If we go by your theory, then in approximately either reverse or forward, depending upon how DJI wants to take the FPV line, then we could get an Avata Pro in about 8 months' time. Since we've already gotten the baseline system, they would have to upgrade from here and just charge us more, right?
Or it could go the other way. It could be an Avata SE coming in 6 to 9 months, and maybe have a little less on the camera or something like that or whatever. To cheapen it up, because basically a lot of reasons people don't buy the DJI FPV drone and the Avata is the price. And I don't mean just the price of drone. The whole system makes it almost expensive as buying a Mavic 3 or whatever when you add all the things in you need. So if they could dumb down the Avata somehow to shave $200-300 off the price of the total kit, they could probably sell more units.
Okay, but why did they sell it without a controller and try to force everybody into the motion controller?
Probably, again, just to try to keep the price down because they knew the price is too high.
Avata Jedi. Well, neither one of us has it. But okay, I'll ask you the same question, Ron.
Why I don't have it, Bill, is if I totaled up everything I wanted with that drone, it'd cost me $1,900 and change.
Exactly.
That's why I don't have it.
I don't particularly want the motion controller, but where I'm forced to buy it, where I want the new goggles and I have to, I'm like, no, because there's some of these things I want, some of these things I don't want, but I'm stuck into having to buy them in bunches.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll ask you the same question. The DJI Mavic 3 comes out. The DJI Mavic 3 Classic comes out at the same time. Which one do you buy?
I'm probably, I'd like to sit here and say I still get the Mavic 3 because I like the zoom lens. Maybe it's not worth $700, but it is worth something to me. But push come to shove, at the time, I couldn't give you an honest answer. I'd probably been torn what to do. Yeah,
just because I guess because you have a zoom capability with the 4/3, right? Isn't there? You got like two
probably
steps.
Go to like what you could 4 or 5x just with the 4/3.
Right, but I was thinking that we had like 1 or 2 steps
digital,
with the baseline.
Digital 4 or 5x.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, but still not gonna make a difference. What? Okay, so you think it's just gonna be a micro 4/3 with an electronic shutter, or what?
Yeah, I'm not buying an electronic shutter, but we'll see.
You think it's going to be a fixed aperture? That would make more sense to me.
I'll keep the variable aperture.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Just because it would be, it would be at that point it would be a real photographer's drone, somebody that was as much interested in taking pictures as they were video.
Maybe Star Wars don't use DJI.
Yeah. And Bill, how about another rumor that goes around that
What?
they think the Mavic 3 Classic will release with the DJRC controller and not the standard controller that they dumped on us last
I've told
November.
you since the very beginning, I personally believe the DJI-RC will be the standard controller, period, for all the drones
And that's a
going
great
forward.
business plan for DJI. They do
I've
that.
said that. Don't you? I've said that since it first came out. I said that's going to replace the R1N1. They're going to get rid of it completely because we've all been bitching for years about wanting to have a screen, or we didn't think about it. And right when we got out the flower room, our phones went dead. Da 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 da.
Especially Apple users, yep.
You know, so there was so many reasons to go ahead and give us a screen. You know, it made sense. Yeah, here we go. Johnny D saying, I want the new remote. So, about the same time is when it will become available. Hey, what's up, dude? Live from Chicago.
Mr.
Chi-Town. So anyway,
Hello.
but
So,
I hate-
were you getting around to that? We saw this week from all the leakers that they say that the Air 2S will be compatible with the DJRC by the end of this month, according to the leakers.
I think it's going to be right before they release the new
So on the
Magic Classic.
26th,
Or the
it'll be
25th. I'm
compatible,
figuring.
and
I'm predicting the
27th,
20.
The drone will drop.
Yeah, I'm predicting the 25th.
Okay.
The 25th
Yeah,
is
give it 2
around
days.
in that
That's
time.
good.
So that we'll wait a minute. What did Lloyd say? I'm trying to become Darth Avada. That's a good one. We need. That's a T-shirt. That's a
Yeah,
T-shirt.
T-shirt. And,
You-
Lloyd's
and-
got, and
but you-
everybody go over to the Lloyd store. He's got plenty of merch.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Lloyd, you need to do that and put like like a Darth helmet on you and just your face inside the Darth helmet in black and white on the front and put Darth Avada.
And I'll be first in line to buy it.
I will buy one too. You need to do the Darth Avada. Anybody that sees this now, don't let Lloyd forget that Darth Avada. We need a shirt. We need a shirt, Darth Avada, especially from Lloyd. The grumpy Darth Avada. Oh wait a minute, Darth Avada. Have you had your grumpy today?
The grumpy
Okay.
about it.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I want the RC to work with my Air 2. We can't go back that far, can we? I don't think.
That's probably a stretch, but we'll see. Maybe.
Possibly, but
Possibly,
it's
maybe.
doubtful. Isn't that a different... I want to say a different... Uh-oh, here we go. All right, he's got a drink. Somebody give him a drink.
Get Uncle Bill a drink, everybody. Yeah, Bill. I think what you're trying to say. I think the Air 2 is only what Oculus 2. I've never lost his battery.
I'm sorry, Ron. Say that again. I'm sorry.
I think the Air 2 is only OcuSync 2, not OcuSync
Yeah.
3 like all the other current drones.
So I think that's probably going to be... But if you can find a smart controller, I think you're okay there.
Yes.
But the thing about it is once you make... Like the smart controller, the original smart controller was compatible with the Air 2S.
And the
but
Mini
it
2.
But it didn't have the memory power, and it would glitch like a bitch for me anyway.
Well, yeah, don't load any third party apps on it.
It was ridiculous.
Don't
Yeah.
screen record with it, Bill.
Oh, Uncle Bob's want. Here we go. There's a request right there. He wants to let you.
Yep.
Wasn't I was the one that said they didn't have a standard SDK for the?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not,
you
it's
did.
not a
And
standard
that'll be
SDK.
bad news for Litchi.
Yeah, it's not a standard SDK. I don't think. And I was thinking I was reading like on Drone DJ, of course, or Haya's site.
Drone XL.
Drone XL. I think it was on one of those two sites. Of course, those are the ones we go to. All of us go to. Mentioning that it didn't have that DJI even said it didn't have a standard SDK, which was another reason that we haven't brought that up. The elephant in the room, DJI being fully added to the blacklist.
The DoD, Bill, the Department of Defense.
Right, but it's officially on their blacklist saying that, is it a good thing or bad thing? Do I think it's going to harm us within the next couple of years? No. Within
Bill,
the next
saying
5 years or
they
so.
got put on the DoD list, they got approved the FCC database for the Mavic 3 Classic. So take that for what it's worth.
Okay, now let me ask you, since we were here before, what is we're saying that the Classic is going to come out. We know it's coming out at the end of the month.
Yes.
We know it's going to be around $13.99 or a little over 14.
Right.
What could possibly be on the Air 3 that could intrigue the price tag is going to have to be ridiculously cheap.
$9.99 or something.
Yes.
Or $10.99, something like that.
And so what is going to be something that's going to make you say, okay, I'm going to spend $300 less to get this because it's got enough of what I want?
Well, they're going to have to spec bump. It's got to have more battery life because the battery life is far behind the Mavic 3 or the Mini 3 Pro now. It's going to have a variable aperture at this point because even the Altel mid-sized drones have a variable aperture now on them. So there's two things they have to bump up. But you're right. It's got to have some kind of special sauce that we're not thinking about.
Some serious, I mean, even if you take a 1-inch sensor and flip it on a vertical, I don't think that's going to be enough.
What about 8K?
What the hell are you going to play it on?
Right. Right.
I mean, what for that matter, what are you going to process it on?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, Altel tried that as a hook with the Eagle.
Forget that. You're gonna have like 8 movies stored on 2 external hard drives.
Yeah. How about doing something crazy with the photos, like having like some real high megapixel count or something?
With the pixel binding again?
Well, not pixel binding. What if they could get a high megapixel count without doing the pixel binding?
Okay, but so you want to say like a true 48 megapixel 1-inch? Can you do a 48 megapixel, a true 48 megapixel on a 1-inch sensor?
I don't know.
I don't know the math. I don't know how that works out.
I don't know either.
I'm barely beginning to learn. Like, I understand, like, if you increase ISO and stuff like that, then you're going to create grain and stuff like that. I'm starting to understand.
Of course, remember the Mini 3 Pro has a dual iOS. So the first iOS, does what you traditionally think it would do, and the second iOS keeps the grain down.
ISO.
ISO.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was holding up my iPhone. I was okay. See, that's what I'm trying to. Okay, so we're saying maybe $9.99, maybe $10.99, and so it's gonna be. Is it a 1-inch sensor? You can't put a 4/3 on it. No way. Unless
without making it bigger.
You're right. It's the same.
And then why would it be in air? You got to keep it smaller than a lot smaller than Mavic 3 Classic, or you can't call it the air anymore. Could
this be a precursor? You may be onto an idea here. What if it's a 1-inch wide angle, which they were talking about, with a variable aperture?
Yeah.
And not only is the RC Pro going to be that, but from now on, all DJI drones will come out with variable apertures, which means the Mini 4 will have a variable aperture on the 3/4 inch.
If you give them a couple years to get that technology developed, to make it that small.
Wait a minute. I thought some already had waypoints. Litchi, like Bob's saying, that's why.
Do waypoints. They can do waypoints if the SDK kit's released, but only the enterprise drones have true SD waypoints at this.
And well, you could do
Litchi or something. You could do waypoints.
Well, and also you can do waypoint hyperlapse.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's in there. It's just not. Waypoints are in there, but it's not in the app.
Exactly.
It's in the firmware, but it's not in the app.
Yeah, there's different parts of the app that use waypoints. So you can plot things and do things. Now, can you save them and repeat them over and over? Don't think so. With Litchi, you can, though, right?
Yeah. And with Litchi, you could create it. You could create the waypoints on your computer without even having to fly them on the field.
Okay, now here's something that I really want to try. Like I said, Angel knows all the carve-outs in the city, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it may be a 5 foot by 5 foot block, You know, just where we're going to have to put down a landing pad and stand there. But, you know, he knows where all the carve outs are. And I really want to take this little booger out in the bay and flip it on a vertical and take a picture of the, and if I can, if it's steady enough, get a long exposure of the needle.
There you go. That would be awesome.
Oh, shit. You know what I forgot to do? We still got 10 minutes. We got what? How many people? We got 26 people. Cool.
26.
Let me bring up the giveaway tool. What should we be?
Oh, we forgot the stickers.
Yeah, what should we be? What should be the keyword? What do y'all? Okay, in the chat, y'all tell us what the keyword for the sticker should be. No drone cruise. No, that was bad boy. Let's see.
Having 3 classic. That's
Oh,
three-
our hashtag classic. Hashtag classic.
There you go.
Hashtag classic. Okay, so
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
say. So this is. I'm gonna put this in hashtag classic before I said it. So everybody, please enter hashtag classic to be entered in the giveaway, and everybody but me can win. Okay, I'm going to hashtag classic.
I won't compete either. So
We have 2 entries thus far. 2. I'll actually share
yeah.
screen here.
Yep.
We have 2 entries, but we'll talk
3,
about
3 now.
We'll bullshit for a little bit.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, present. I keep looking for share because when you click present, then it comes up share screen. I'm like, what the hell, man?
So we're still bullshitting.
Yes, we can bullshit
Now,
about anything.
what did you think of the Altel Nano Plus finally getting its tracking feature this week?
That was very cool. Did you also? The Altel products intrigue me. I don't know what it is about the product itself that doesn't pull me all the way in. I don't know. I honestly cannot tell you what it is.
The cameras are top notch, but a lot of the other things about the drone are not.
But I still don't. I think yes, I agree. The cameras are top notch, but to me personally, they're still just a smidge underneath DJI. And again, I fall back to why the fuck am I going to buy it if it's not the best?
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
So,
it's actually better in low light, like sunsets and stuff, than the compatible DJI drones.
so you're saying that the new Autel, so it's going to be they're better than the Mavic 3?
No, I said the compatible ones. We'll say
Okay,
that-
compatible.
Mini
So
2,
so
Mini
you're
3.
saying the Nano Plus is better than the Mini 3 Pro at night.
at low light sunset type of deal.
But we're also very early into the launch of the Mini 3, and we do, like we were discussing earlier, we do know that as DJI goes along with their drones, they open up more capabilities that the drone has had.
And already the camera has already improved greatly since it was first released.
We are up to 17 entries now. We have
How many did we wait for?
I don't care. We can go ahead and do it. We got 24, 23 people. So less people want to win the stickers, obviously. so all right, we're at 23 people. We got 17 entries. Anybody classic? Don't forget classic. Yeah, at hashtag classic. See, the thing about it is it could be 16 entries, and I'm one of those.
Yeah, I'm not. So
Okay, so all right, we're gonna go ahead and roll with what we got here because I know people are like, "Well, you go ahead and get moving, man." All right, so we're clicking.
here we
I think
go.
one of those is actually me. Yes, so I don't count.
Oh,
Hey,
Aaron
Mike,
Lincoln!
that's super cool. Very cool. Hey, Mike, can you can message me on Facebook and just tell me your address and I'll send that to you, sir. I've already got the envelope is already ready. They're already packed. I just got to put your address and a stamp on it and put it in the mail.
There you go.
So yes.
Pre-packed.
So Mike, no, yeah, just if you can't, just
Do we have an idea where Night Train lives? What part of the country?
hang on. I want to say like Michigan.
Midwest. Okay.
I don't. Don't get mad, Mike.
Yep. You're right, Bell, Michigan. He's a Michigan man.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just yeah. Wait a minute.
Congrats, Night Train. Your package will be in the mail shortly.
Well, you know me, I tend to procrastinate. It will be in the mail within the next week and a half, I promise.
Now, Bill, speaking of things being in the mail, did you hear that I was the
subscriber of the month?
Ray said subscriber of the week, and Kelly has a special package headed my way.
I thought you were subscriber of the month.
Oh, month. Oh, yeah, month.
Yeah, and you have
I have a special package on the way.
Do you know what's in your special package?
I do not know.
Ooh, it's a
mystery.
mystery.
I'm under DNA, and I cannot say.
Oh, okay. It's a mystery special package. You're under DNA. You mean they're going to change you into an alien?
An illegal alien or an
no, not an illegal alien. One with the pointy, with telekinetic abilities.
I was once on a what's the famous show from the '90s with Scully and Mulder?
Oh, X-Files.
I was once on an X-Files episode.
Ooh, shh! Don't tell anybody. Oh, I can't get the. Yeah, if I actually did it right, I'd probably get in trouble.
Yeah.
Copyright strike.
You did bad enough that nobody can get you, Bill.
All right, cool. He's already sent me his address and everything. We're good to go.
Good.
Thank you, sir. I got that. So I will get that in the mail to you. That's super cool. I'm glad that he won. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't like other people to win too, but I'm just glad he was here and he won. So.
Hey, yeah, it's all fair.
Well, we're right about it's like 5 minutes till the top of the hour. I have oh, wait a minute. Look at it. You see what Chris said?
Look what Chris Waters says. Ron, I bet you Chris Waters knows what's in that.
I was going to say, he probably packed the package.
Yeah.
He packed the package. But yes, that was very cool. And for those of you that didn't know, Kelly's birthday was also recently. Yeah. And I sent him it was so funny because I sent him an email that said, "Happy birthday," with a picture of a really badass, like $70,000 drone, right? And I said, "Here it is. Here's your gift." And then right underneath that, it says, "Suitable for framing."
There you go.
And then I said, "It's an IOU for when I win the lottery." And then he sends me a message back and he says, "Thank you very much. I hope you win the lottery soon."
You got to play the win.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Kelly and Chris Waters, they did an interesting video the other day where they talked about the new GoPro Hero 11 Mini and how it compares with other small cameras like the old Session 5 and the DJI Action 2. So they're really looking forward to this new Hero 11 Mini. And I heard, Bill, it could be out by the end of the month.
Oh, very, very cool. Since I don't fly FPV and I don't really see a reason for me to, like I said, I was talking to you. Are you going to buy the Action 3? And then we all found out pretty much that it's basically just the Action 2 in a different case.
And you know my game plan, Bill. I'm waiting for the Pocket 3.
Exactly.
I passed up on all these cameras that came out the last month or two.
Yeah, there's one thing I am kind of intrigued by. So the Session 6 I would like to see. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Is the DJI Osmo Mobile, what is it, 6 now? 6?
Yes.
The one that's got the Mavic gray color to it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that one, I'm actually interested in that one because I have the 4.
Hold on, Bill. Hold on.
Oh, you got one?
The review's coming up really soon. I'm almost got the review finished now. I'm in the editing stage.
What do you think? I think it's actually what
you want. Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Even though again, the motor, the motors are not the same as the last couple of generations. That automatic startup where you just unwind it and it comes on, and then you stick the phone on, and even the app, the Mimo app, opens up. You can get from having it in your pocket or your bag to shooting within seconds, unlike the old ones where you had to get them all set up. You had to start them in order. You had to do what was either the gimbal first or the app first or whatever. That's all taken care of now. And you probably can't see it too good. The last couple gimbals, all the gimbals, they have this kind of like a what would you call that thing?
A joystick.
A throttle to zoom in
Oh.
and out, and it wasn't smooth at all. So you couldn't really use live zoom. You know,
Right, yeah,
Where
yeah.
this has a smooth scroll wheel, so you can not only do a smooth zoom, but you can also pull focus with it too. And again, it's a real smooth wheel. It reminds me of what I had on my Zion. One of my Zion gimbals had a real good, scroll wheel on it.
Okay, so you think it's well worth the 159 price tag?
I mean, if you have the most recent one, probably not. But if you have an older one, I think it's definitely worth upgrading.
Well, I have a 4. Excuse me. Oh,
I have
sorry
a
for
4
yawning.
also.
And I like it. It's got a lot of the good features on it, and I've showed it to my grandson, and I know that his mother has Apple products. I know he has Apple products, and I actually would like to give it to him
Yes.
and get the 6, just because it's not super expensive, and I can use it with all the phones and stuff that we have.
I think
Anyway.
and this may just, I haven't sized them out, but to me the biggest feature of all is that I think it's more compact. It can easily fit in a little like side bag on all my camera bags or drone bags or whatever.
Oh, wow.
To me, it's even more compact than the 4 was.
Well, the 4 was kind of bulky to me anyway.
Exactly.
You kind of had to take, because I always would pack the tripod with it. I like the little tripod.
Yep.
And then I would like to kind of have to stick them in between it so that I could kind of manipulate it into a bag the right way. I could never put it, like if you laid it where it was comfortable, it just seemed to take up too much space.
Or
So-
flopped around if it had too much room. But this one is, to me, it's much more compact than the 4 was.
Very
And
cool.
of course, you have that extended, thing there. So that's nice too. And this is some cheap thing. This is the smoothest extension pole you've ever seen. I mean, it's smooth, it's firm. It even has a thing here where you could bend it or whatever. I mean, it's the nicest rod you've ever seen.
Well, this one's the old one for the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of stiff when you extend it and stuff. But I haven't really got to fully use it yet. But to me, it looks like it's going to be beneficial. And I got a really good deal on it too. And
of course,
Chuck was happy
this
to-
has that Active Track 5.0. That's on the Mavic 3. Man, I've tried that already. It's a good. It wasn't loose. You could duck behind things and whatever. It really tracks you.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to say. See, Charles, we're getting ready to get off. I got to go ahead and get to some things too.
Bye.
For next week, I don't have any ideas. Let's see, what is next week going to be? Next
Hey,
week
wait a
will
minute.
be-
Grumpy's asking, does it self-level the phone? Lloyd, once you what do you call, balance it once, it magnetically sticks on. So if you don't remove those clips, you can put it back on and it goes right in place again. You do not have to rebalance again unless you remove the clip.
Cool.
Hope that answers Lloyd's question.
Did you ever get any of the Luminar add-ons?
I have the HDR one.
Because you already had, Luminar. The
I
HDR.
have. I know the new one's coming on. What do you call that? The one with all the focus points is coming out now. But I don't even do that focus stacking in real photography or whatever. Well, I mean,
noiseless.
I hardly ever do photo stacking, so I don't think I would get that.
Oh, I love doing brackets and stuff like that.
I do too.
But the noise reduction AI is unreal. Like I said,
I haven't tried it yet. Now, do you think it's worth just getting the yearly subscription price rather than paying for all this stuff? Can't you just pay a certain amount a year and you get everything and you never have to upgrade again?
you just get it for a year.
Right, but you can just pay. You can just keep paying the same amount monthly, and you always have the latest software in all the packs, right?
Well, what I just paid one flat fee because you got like a 25% discount if you got it for the whole year rather than paying the monthly. I think I ended up paying like $49 for the whole thing.
Okay.
So and I got like 6 or 7 add-ons. So to me, it was worth it.
Worth it, yeah.
And like I said, normally
And it just got an upgrade recently to what is it, 1.40, something like that, and it added the clone tool now.
I'm glad you said that. There's an update to Assistant 2.
Oh, I heard about this, Bill. Tell us about this.
I don't know. It just kind of popped up on me, and it's basically something. It makes me think that it's starting to get ready for remote ID. I don't know for a fact because it didn't tell me exactly what it was. It just said you need to download a new version. Let's go to the DJI site real quick.
There you go.
DJI.com and see what we got on the support page and see if it discusses the new update. Come on, download. Come here. Software. Assistant 2. Consumer Drone Series. It's still saying 825 here. It's not showing the new one.
No?
But the new one is... Okay, hell, I'll just fire it up. I'll do it that way.
Yeah.
I'll share the screen that's actually on DJI. I will do that first. Share
Good night,
screen.
JC.
Night, JC. Have a good one. Let me go Chrome tab.
Good night, Jim's Droning.
Night, Jim's Droning. Oh, Erica's like letting me know. As you can see here, it's saying that it's version 2.1.11, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and let me go over here. Okay, I need to minimize you for a second.
Good night, Charles.
There you are. Okay, come back up. Is it active yet? Oh, still loading. And I don't know what it is. It didn't tell me what it was, but it actually went to, let's see, we'll go to present, share screen. I wonder if it'll let me show. Ah, there we go. Yes, it does. And you can see.
Oh, there you go.
Down here in the corner, it says, I will actually go over here to the app. Where is it? Oh, there you are. You can actually see over here in the corner, it says version 2, 1.2 instead of 1.1. So it's minor, whatever it is, but it literally would not let me go. Let's see. I hooked up RC Pro first, and it read it, no problem. And then when I went through everything, literally went through the Mavic 3 2, and then when I hooked up the Mini 3 Pro is when it was like, no, you need to update this in order to. So anybody, just fire up your Assistant 2 and see if it's asking you to update. Because like I said, you can see right here on mine, it's saying version, and I showed you on, I will stop the share. I showed you on the other screen, close. Yes, I want you to quit. I showed you on the other screen how it was the, the one that came out in August. So anyway, so super cool. All right, everybody.
Hey, another quick note before we get out, Bill. We mentioned the Nano Plus getting tracking, and guess what was also in that firmware update, Bill?
What was that?
It enabled remote ID for Japan on the Nano Plus.
Oh, so DJI did that like a week ago?
The Air 2 a while back, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you said that. I want to bring this up. Oh, something else. Excuse me. Did you all know that B&H and Adorama are the same company?
I saw you posted that this week.
I was stunned when I found that. I was like, but it makes sense.
It makes sense. They had the same products, the same price.
And the same holidays.
Yeah.
So, like right now, they're closed until the 18th. Both stores are closed until the 18th. And so I just Googled it. Is B&H and Adorama owned by, owned by the same parent company.
Were they Jewish holidays or?
I would just, it's what I think. I think they are. But anyway, here's what I wanted to share. I wanted to bring up because we were talking about drop systems. Let me do this.
Okay. Bob was talking about drop systems.
Well, we were talking about accessories tonight.
Oh boy, look at this.
So here it is for the Evo 2. Is the Autel Robotics Fox Fury D100 Exo Loader Payload Delivery System Bundle. Is that not a mouthful?
with a light too, right? Or
So I'm assuming that might be for the payload drop. Let me see.
Wow.
Let's see what we got here. Key features for the Autel Robotics Evo 2 drone: LED light with 2,300 lumens.
Wow.
For commercial search and rescue, payload delivery up to 1 pound. Okay, so that's cool. It's a first responder tool. So like you could take a blanket or water.
That 500 grams or whatever he's talking about.
Well, yeah. So it's going to take a pound out. So you can take water out there. You could take you could probably take water and a blanket out there if you need to, or maybe water and a flashlight.
I see, Bill. That's the advantage of having a big old drone like the Evo 2 Pro.
Yeah. So, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know why it doesn't grab onto me. I've yet to figure. And I mean, hell, the headquarters. Well, the U.S. headquarters is literally like 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little hole in the wall.
Yeah.
It's a teeny tiny cubicle like size building.
Right.
And I've actually driven by it and I live streamed for like 5 minutes. And I went by and they went, "Where is it?" And I was like, "That little place you saw was it right there." I was like, next time I need to stop out, jump out and run up there and walk by real fast. And security will show up. "Sir, what are you doing?"
See if you see all tell drones flying out in the back parking lot.
I don't think they would test anything there.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I don't think they would test any of that there. But I thought that was something neat to share.
Yeah,
okay, I've said this a bazillion times. I have things that I got to do. I don't want to wait till 20 after and have her come back up the stairs going.
We got to run. Bill's got to get going, folks.
But anyway, next week we're going to do something creative and crazy. I don't know. What do you all think? Anybody? I'll give y'all 5 more minutes. What do we want to talk about next week? Because I'm tired of like Ron points out. He was talking about how his face is on so many drone shows during the week. And he's on so many drone shows where he talks about the exact same thing over and over. And his drone show's on Monday.
On a good week, though, things do happen almost every day. Some good weeks, there's a whole different story the day after I do my show and the next day's shows. But that's not all weeks. That's only a few certain weeks.
It's 3:10 in the morning there. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for being here.
Mark, you better get to bed and stop listening to us guys.
Or either that, or unless you're on third shift and you're almost ready to get off, and now you're like, damn,
you're getting paid to watch.
What am I going to do for the last 3 hours I got to work? Shit.
Yeah. But Bill, I know what you guys talk about. I would like when I keep telling Mikey, when he wants to come on the show, I said, Mikey, I don't want to come on the show. We're just doing just another drone show where we just copy every other show. So I thought last night when he had that guy on, the electrical engineer or whatever, and he talked real technical about putting those motors in, I thought, okay, this is a show I haven't been on before. This is a good show.
Right. The only thing that was kind of because I don't know if you saw it in the chat, I was picking at you. I was like, "Hello, Ron, are you okay?" Because you were just like this.
Yeah, but I didn't fall asleep. It was interesting.
I know you didn't fall asleep, but it was like I was like you could have just took a screenshot.
Well, I did ask the guy a couple questions.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, and it's nice when you have a guest like that on. But we tend to cut up and talk about drones and cut up and talk about drones and then talk about Star Trek and then talk about toys and then talk about games and talk about old TV shows and old bands that we used to listen to. And, hey, we haven't talked about going on picnics when you were a kid.
No.
Next week on...
Do you remember the old-fashioned picnic basket, Bill?
Yes, man. I used to love that. One of the favorite things that we used to do, I don't know if it's a Southern thing or what, but my mom used to make all the time, because we would actually grow them, would make cream cheese and chive sandwiches. So I don't know if you actually ever had those
I don't think I've
up
heard
there.
Of that.
It's it's like a mayonnaise, cream cheese, and chives. You get a boatload of chives. You let the cream cheese soften. You add in just enough mayonnaise for texture after the cream cheese softens. You mix it all up together, and then it's a sandwich spread.
Wow, never heard that. Hey, look at Uncle Bill's comment. I heard on Lloyd's show Monday night that Uncle Bill's show got off the rails on Sunday night.
Yeah, I heard it. It got kind of randy over on your channel. But that's Bill's. Like I said, Bill's show is it's kind of grown into what is it? It's kind of like oh shit, what am I wanting to say? It reminds me of. It's kind of evolved into like a Remember when they on the old Laugh-In when they kind of had the big panel board and they would be like, "Hey, yeah, you remember when? Yeah," and then they would be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah." And, you remember when you would have those and like Goldie Hawn would be down here and Dean Martin would be up here or Sammy Davis Jr. would be up here. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
I loved Goldie Hawn when I was a kid.
So I mean, that's it was pretty cool. They were all drunk playing a big game for adults only. Did it all have to? I just heard that it truly got off the rails, and I've noticed that everybody has picked up on. We've all mentioned squirrels before, but since we've really pushed that, we have the ultimate retired Rocky the Flying Squirrel as our director/producer here on Drone Therapy, hence the absolutely sporadic craziness that happens at any given moment on the show. I've noticed that a lot of other shows have begun to pick up the squirrel, moniker to chaotic moments going on. Because, even you admitted yourself, Ron, that at the same drone show over and over and over and over and over again is just boring as shit. So that's why it's like Bob was saying, he's like, when we show up, that's next week's show, random chaos. and drone news thrown in here and there. That's it. That's it right there. I'm going to write that down. Random chaos, or should it be random squirrel chaos? Random squirrel chaos and some drone news, the here and there.
And Bullwinkle may drop by.
Oh! Can we call him Bullwinkle and not get in trouble?
Can we afford Bullwinkle?
I don't know. I could barely afford you this week.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, I went live ran on Monday when the show started off. It was just Marcus and me. Everybody else was missing in action. DeMarco was in Florida, and Johnny was supposed to come on, but he was in sick bay. Hey, you like that Star Trek reference, Bill?
Yes, there you go. That's what I did.
but luckily, we pulled Chris Hope in at the last minute.
Oh, wait. There we go. Nope. That's where I had to have gotten it from you. So it had to have been you, Lloyd. But I was the one that bagged Rocky. I will admit, because I'm not going to try to say that it was, but it seems to have picked up on a lot of the other shows. I've noticed there's a lot more squirrel chaos being, thrown into the other shows.
Especially on Uncle Bill's Sunday Night Show.
So should it just be random chaos or should it be random squirrel chaos?
Well, I like the squirrel in there, but
okay. So random squirrel chaos next week on Drone Therapy, which basically means that we'll talk about some drone stuff. We'll talk about some. Oh, you can bring up old TV shows or old movies.
I love old TV
shows. What was okay? What was say? I could see it in my head. I'll try to remember what it is between now and next week. Yep, Rocky's mine. But Rocky's very senile now. Very senile. Every now and again, he gets bitchy. So we tend to have one of those. Those are those awkward nights when you say, hey, not every drone growth bullshit you hear is going to work. Because I'm something, I don't know. Once groups, in any groups in general, it seems once they get too big, like over 2,000 members, they lose their, okay, I don't want to sound bad about this. Like sometimes when I go look in Drone Nation, there's a shitload of posts that there's no interaction at all.
Right. In there.
And then I've noticed it's like,
my own posts don't get much interaction anymore.
Well, that's it. But what it is it's like there's a new flavor of the week. I've noticed, like it's the new, and what I want everybody to understand, and even Ken Dono will back this up. There is no quick route on YouTube. There's a lot of people feeding you bullshit. But the only way you're going to get there is to. Aldrin Anastasio says it best. What is it? What is it? Just upload or just do it or just something
just
to the
upload button.
just upload it.
Yeah.
So you got to keep uploading. You know, you got to keep uploading. At least once or twice a week. Keep a regular schedule. Try to listen to your viewers, interact with your viewers, listen to what they have to say, but don't you lose your personal identity.
Yeah, but don't make videos just based on what the algorithm wants. Make the video you want to make, because if you make the one you want to make, it'll be a good video. If you're just trying to make a video for the algorithm, it'll probably be an average or below average video.
Exactly. And like here on my channel, you've heard me say a million times, I need to get out more. I need to shoot B-roll. I need to actually learn more about my gear instead of, I thought he said I was just getting loaded. Anyway. So I need to learn more about the gear. I need to experiment more with it. And then, maybe throw some more stuff together and create something a little bit more artistic. But there's no quick way to get subs. There's no, the biggest thing a lot of people will tell you is interaction on the channels. Like, everybody, like, if somebody subscribes to your channel, then and they comment on your channel, then do your best to go to their channel. And I've noticed it helps me, especially me, if I go to their channel and I subscribe and I watch something and I go ahead and hit the bell.
Yeah.
So that way I know that they've come out with something new. Because if you'll notice, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but like when I first started on YouTube, just fly free. Yeah. So when I first started on YouTube, every time I would subscribe to a channel and they subscribe to me, and then I'd get up the next day and I would lose a subscriber, I would instantly go to that channel that I subscribed to and unsubscribe. And I don't know if I'm the only one that did that. Maybe I'm the only one that was that childish at that time. But something tells me that.
A lot of times these guys always be a conversation. Well, they unsubscribed me, so I unsubscribed them back again, and so on. And now we look back on it. Maybe they didn't unsubscribe me. Maybe YouTube unsubscribed them.
Or for that matter, it was somebody that had been watching your channel for years. It's just like, I don't want to watch anymore. So,
somebody watched channel views, but they haven't watched the video in a long time. So YouTube did.
That's true.
We'll unsubscribe you because you have watched one of his videos in 6 months or whatever.
I want to see a screenshot. Yeah. That would be YouTube history right there.
Well, hey, we'll get you back up. We'll get you back up on our next.
Oh, something tells me. And I don't mean a Photoshop screenshot either.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's get out of here, Bill.
I've done it again.
The drink.
I've done it again. Yes. All right, Ron. Do you have anything coming out this week?
Not. Well, I'll go. The review will be up in the next day or two on this day.
Very cool.
First look, a beginner's guide or whatever. Because there's a lot of features in here that you should know about. Like you just said, Bill, learn the gear you have. Learn to use it to its fullest.
But again, don't. What I want to end the night on. Don't buy into the propaganda of, joining this bunch or doing what this bunch says or following this system or that system is going to grow your channel. None of that shit will. The only thing that's going to grow your channel is you and dedicating and putting up product until you improve and make more of a online presence of who and what you are. You can do whatever the hell you want to. You can fly drones one week. You can, like here on my channel, my wife is actually she wants to cook some Filipino food, because she saw Chuck and Lori's video and she's like, oh, well, we could do that, and so she's really intrigued about cooking some Filipino food to where people can understand, because a lot of people love lumpia. She wants to do, I think, palabok, which I love, which is my favorite. Is super, super awesome. Anyway, so you don't be afraid to expand. Just because you might have a drone in name channel, by no means that you can't do other things. You can do short films on your channel. You can do commercials on your channel. You can do whatever the hell you want to. That's the whole point. But you do need to interact with your subscribers. You do need to talk to them. And from time to time, you do need to deliver and give them what they're asking you for. Yep. But you can still keep your own identity while doing that. Yep. And anything you want to add to that, Ron?
We're out of here, Bill.
All right. Thank you very much. And since we've been on a Trek night, I will end as I always do. Live long and prosper. We will see you next week.
See you in the sick bay.